Hi guys, it's just kind of funny, and it's not really funny because it's just really not funny. It's not like I said a funny joke or something like that, but I actually recorded like 5 minutes of video already. Talked about how there's this weird group of people out there in the world that like to watch what seems to pretty much be small Asian girls eating food on YouTube. I don't really quite get why. Maybe it's because they're hot, but I still don't quite get why watching a small Asian eat something would be attractive. But for some reason, people evidently do. So I then decided to start eating my own sandwich, slow and sexually over the camera, to be like, yeah, how do you like that? And then I was asking you guys if it looks good. Now I was trying to get my dentures to pull out when I ate the sandwich because it happened the first time I bit down, but then went and do it again, and just like I had all this stuff, and like I had content. And then Mike called me because that's how life works. And every time I call Mike, it will be right when I go on lunch, and then I go to lunch and I call him and he doesn't answer, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just talk to him later. And then I think to myself, okay, well, he hasn't called yet, so I'm just gonna start recording on my phone. And then the moment I start recording on my goddamn phone, Mike calls me, and guess what? 5 minutes into the video, he calls me up, and since I answer it, regardless to even if I don't answer, that's why I just answer, the screen will just go black, and the recording will save, but is like ruined, because obviously it stops the recording. I don't have the time to edit a video together on lunch. I barely have enough time to get to the gas station right now to get cigarettes before I'll be late for lunch again. So yeah, it's just one of those things where obviously I like to record, and it might seem like it's edited because it's like, hey, look, I'm here, and then all of a sudden now I'm here, and then all of a sudden now I'm here. But really, it's just the fanciness of being able to hit the pause button on the record from my phone. And yeah, so here I am on my way to go get cigarettes from the gas station and starting this video off with a bang. More recently, my car has run like poopy. I mean, it's not really poopy. It's running, hopefully, thankfully, but it like squeaks. And I know obviously it could be a belt. Green light. Squeaking, but actually I'm pretty sure it's a pulley bearing, which kind of sucks because pulleys are not fucking easy to replace. That's for damn sure. Main thing I would like to talk about today, surprisingly enough, is going to be about dentures. I know you guys are all confused. It's like, who and why is this kid talking about dentures? It's not like he knows anything about dentures or anything, or has ever talked about dentures before in the past. Regardless, now I am telling you this about dentures because I want to know why the fucking fug they're so gosh darn expensive. Like, yes, my mouth, obviously removal of teeth is understandable why it could be expensive. You're removing all my goddamn teeth, but what doesn't make sense to why it's expensive is to why dentures themselves are expensive. Because it's like, okay, so yeah, you are technically replacing my teeth, so it's one of those things where they can control the price kind of thing. Sorry, I'm looking for quarters so I can buy cigarettes, but so then it just gets you thinking, like, okay, so if you think about it, my grandma has dentures from a long ass fucking time ago when she had to get dentures, and back then they were, I guess kind of expensive for then, but they're more expensive now. And if you think about it, back then they used porcelain. Like, I'm not sure what the base for it was, like the gum looking part, but the majority of the denture itself was made out of the porcelain teeth, and porcelain's not cheap. Like, that's expensive, so I could understand why they could be kind of expensive. Mine is acrylic. They're plastic. I work with plastic all day in my shop. I work with acrylic all day in my shop. Yes, acrylic can be kind of expensive, but for the amount that I have in my mouth, that like I would be paying for is like not the amount that I should be paying for the dentures. And I understand also maybe possibly the work that goes into it might add up the cost, but there ain't no machine or no nothing they have that should cost me like $3,000 for a plastic mouth. Like, and I'm not also gonna sit here trying to make it sound like I'm complaining, like I don't like my dentures. I'm not satisfied with my dentures. Like, I am satisfied with my dentures. Do I think I paid a little much for them? Yes. But I also think about that now that it's besides the fact. Like, when it first happened, I'm thinking, okay, $3,000 for teeth, that's not bad. But nowadays, it's just bullshit. But yeah, so then I've already purchased cigarettes. Now I'm on my way back to the car. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to say that you value something when you complain about that you think you paid too much for them. But like, I'm not trying to make them say like I don't value the dentures and I don't think that it was well worth getting them and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. It just makes you think like, if all of my mouth is made out of plastic right now, and I maybe have $500 worth of plastic in my mouth, with the amount of labor that you would throw into it, that would be another maybe, at least in my factory, like if we were to form like dentures, like we don't obviously, but like if that was what we did, like maybe total with man hours to do it and stuff, it would cost maybe like $600 with like the plastic, the amount of money for the plastic and the amount of money you would need to pay them. Our machines that we have, yeah, they'd be kind of expensive at first, but like you'd pay them off really fast if you were charging like $1,000 for a denture. And like, so I don't know, it just kind of makes me think like, why do they charge so much for this plastic mouth that I currently have, unless it's just primarily the fact of, like, hey, you fucked your teeth up. If you want new teeth, you'll pay what you want to pay, or what we say you'll pay to get them back. So I don't really know. But yeah, so I don't know. Well worth it. Obviously, my mouth was terrible, and now I can actually eat and stuff like that, and talk normal without worrying about people seeing missing teeth. And actually, I really am starting to feel like I was noticing the other day I was talking to somebody and there was a mirror there, and I was looking over at myself in the mirror while I was talking, and I was watching my mouth move and realized that my lips weren't automatically trying to cover the top lip or top part of my teeth to block my tooth that was missing. So it's just small things that's changed that you don't really quite realize, but like obviously the confidence of my having dentures has like fucking helped so much. And yeah, so I don't know, they have to be expensive, I guess, but at the same time I just don't really see why they're so expensive. So yeah, so I hope you like this video. I gotta go because it's been 45 minutes for lunch, and it's kind of long for lunch. I might get in trouble, so actually I won't get in trouble. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and tomorrow's Thursday, so, and that's payday Friday, thank God, Bob. And then we'll be building our forge on Friday, which obviously I'll make a video for, and then I'm going to start making like knives and shit, which, I mean, I know knives really aren't super cool to everybody. I'm going to try to make more than just knives, but if I ever make anything out of metal that any of you guys end up liking, I mean, just let me know in the comments. I'd be more than welcome to send you something. I mean, since you are the very few core people that actually enjoy watching my videos, and I would consider you my hombres, if you would like anything that I make, if you're like, dude, that's super cool, I would totally like that, I would be more than definitely willing to send you something. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you like the video, a like would be appreciated, and peace out.